Hey guys, in this video we shall be dealing how to make those shapes to move. That is, we are going to learn about animations. So why waiting? Let's get started. As usual, created a new file, named it as animations.c. So as I mentioned earlier in the introduction part, we are going to learn something interesting in this video, and that is animations. So till now we have learned how to draw various basic shapes to the graphics window, like the circles, rectangles, ellipse, etc. But they are just standing still, isn't it? Their positions has been fixed, but with a little bit tweakings we can make them move either horizontally or vertically. So what we are going to do is either increasing the x coordinate or increasing the y coordinate as per required, and place them in a for loop so that the x coordinate increases from the left corner to the right corner, and we can set the value of the loop control variable as required. So I hope that you got a little bit idea how the animation works. So now let's see it in action. So first of all, we require a for loop. Before that, we can simply draw a circle. I'll demonstrate to you the animations in the case of circles as well as rectangles. The rest of the shapes such as ellipses, and that can be figured out by you. So for a circle, it takes 3 parameters as taught earlier. I hope that you do remember. The first 2 parameters are the center of the circle, and the third parameter is the radius. So let the center of the circle be the point 150, 150, and the radius be almost 75. Okay, now let's have a look how it looks like. A circle with radius 75. Okay, nice, pretty looking, awesome. So now let's make it to move. So let's make it to move from where it is now to the right corner. Any idea? I hope that you may have developed some ideas by now, since I have already explained you what we are going to do. So let's have a loop control variable I. Let's declare I as an integer. Now the value of I goes from goes from 1 to the condition goes up to get max x. Okay, get max, and the value of I gets incremented in each iteration. So how to animate, how to make the circle move? Just add the I to the x coordinate. So I hope that it is clear. So in each iteration, the value of I gets added to the x coordinate of the circle. So that is, circle appears to be moving, and thus we are able to achieve the animation. So for the first case, the value of I is 1. So the center, the x coordinate of the circle will be 151, and the next case, the value of I, it gets incremented to 2, and the x coordinate of the center of the circle becomes 152, and so on up to get max x. So get max x is somewhere lying between 649. So 649 will be added to 150, and in that case, I think the circle will not be visible to us since it goes extremely out of the right corner. So let's reduce it up to minus. No, first of all, let's look how it looks like. The circle getting disappearing from our view. So I think everything is pretty right. Compilation successful. Let's run it. Oh, we need to have something more. As you can see, the circle just goes away in in no time, and leaves behind all those stuff. So this is where the significance of the two functions come in, the clear device function and the delay function. So I have already told the functionalities of these two functions in the video where we talked about the put pixel function and the delay function. So what the clear device function is that it clears the screen in each iteration, so that the circle doesn't leave behind that whitish path where it goes. So the delay function makes sure that the circle moves in a slow manner. It takes one parameter, and that is the time in milliseconds. So If you give 1000 milliseconds, it'll be very slow really. So let's give it about 20 milliseconds, and trust me, that's a real value, that is a perfect value to be given, so that the animation may look nice. Okay, now let's run it, and there'll be a great difference. As you can see, the circle appears moving. How's it? Interesting? Awesome, right? So the circle starts at the point 150, it's centered, and in each iteration the value of I gets increased, and the center of the circle is getting increased, and that is the reason why it is appear to be moving. And the clear device function prevents that whitish pad thing from appearing, and that delay function helps us to maintain that that slow movement. We have, as I have mentioned, as I have said, that the 20 is the perfect value, so that it may appear to be as an animation. If we give a greater value such as 1000 milliseconds or 1 second, it'll be very slow, so it'll be very awkward. So as I have said earlier, we have given the condition that I must reach up to get max x, and that is the reason why we are not reaching back to the source code. And since that was why I told that we shall reduce the get max x by some value, so that it might stop when reaching the right corner. But now the for loop has not yet entered. Okay, now it gets back to the code. So let's reduce the get max x by some value, by almost 200, no, 300, so that the circle gets stopped when it reaches somewhere, and it doesn't go beyond. So let's look at what happens. The circle starts at the point and goes on moving to the right. So it will be stopping somewhere. Yes, stops there. So as you can see, its circle stops there, and if you press any key, it gets back to the source code. And this functionality is being implemented by the getCH function, which waits for the user to press a key on the keyboard and then returns to the source code. So I hope that you understand how to implement those animations. Now we implemented the animation in the horizontal direction. Now let's change it to the vertical direction. So what to change? Just change the y coordinate. Okay, y coordinate increasing, that means we need to set the y coordinate at the point 0, so that it appears to be coming from the topmost corner to the the down part. So it might reach to get max y, and we doesn't require the minus 300, since the starting position is 0 up to get max y. So I think it's alright. Now let's run it. Compile, run it. Okay, now you can see the circle is coming downwards, the vertical direction. As simple as it sounds. Circle goes down. Okay, you can plan those coordinates as you wish. You can make the circle stop when it reaches some coordinates, and just your own creativity. It is just about creativity. So now let's talk about the rectangle function. How can we make a rectangle move to both the horizontal direction as well as the vertical direction? So that we require a rectangle. Now if you do remember, the rectangle takes 4 parameters as well. So the first 2 parameters are the upper left corner, and the last 2 parameters are the x and y coordinates in terms of the bottom right corner. Both are given as x and y coordinates, x and y coordinate pairs actually. So as usual, 150, then 250. Okay, might be a rectangle, I think so. So now let's make it to move along the horizontal direction. Get max x. We can subtract almost 300. Okay, I think so. We can start some more to the left part of the screen. So let's decrease the values by 100, and in order to make it move to the horizontal, along the horizontal direction, let's increase the x coordinates by I. So the I increases from 1 to almost 349, and the value gets added to the x coordinate, and it makes the rectangle appear to move. Compile it, run it. So we got almost a square. Oh, anyway, squares are rectangles, isn't it? So as we intended, we got a square moving from the point to the point as required. Now let's make it to move in the horizontal, in the vertical direction actually. So let's remove those addition of eyes and make it to the y coordinates. So the starting point may be okay. It's okay, I think so. Then we may also require to reduce the get max y function as well by a factor of almost 100. Okay, compile it, run it. So now we will be getting a square moving to the opposite direction, the vertical direction. As you can see, the square moves. Oh, okay. The value that we subtracted from the get max y was a little bit smaller. We require a greater number for the square to exactly stay there. So I hope that you got an idea how we are implementing these animations. We are just incrementing the x coordinate or the y coordinate, whether to move it to the horizontal along the horizontal direction or the vertical direction as per our requirement. So you can make some beautiful animations. So you can make actually a car with those rectangles, those circles, and you can make the car moving from the left corner to the right corner, and you can also give a road with those line functions, and everything depends upon your creativity. You can fill colors using the flood fill function. You can set the border colors using the set color function and stuffs like that. So everything depends upon the creativity, and I would also suggest you to please practice this a little bit. We have learned various functions and also these animations. You can create awesome stuff using these animations. So with this video, so that's it for this video, and as usual,